Falcon vlog. I know I am a late player in this YouTube video channels, and I'm a late incoming guy, but I just wanted to give some information about the name I chose for my vlog, the Golden Falcon. What's Golden Falcon basically? If you remember, in the 1960s, 70s and 80s, there was an airline called Gulf Air, and it is still here. I will show you Gulf Air. This is a real kind of not a real one in the sense version which McDonnell DC-10 Gulf Air that was there, and so I basically bought this because it's very hard to find. It's a Tristar. It's called Tristar and Golden Falcon. If you see here, it will say Golden Falcon. So Gulf Air was basically an airline that was actually was a national carrier for Bahrain, Qatar, Oman and UAE. This was in the 60s and 70s they were. Then in the 80s, I think Emirates started their own airlines, and then Qatar started their own airlines, and then Kuwait already had their own airlines, so there was no problem. Saudi was there, and now recently Oman Air started, which is probably, I think, just 5-6 years back, or maybe less than that, 10 years within the last 10 years. But now they're called the big three. Qatar, Emirates and Etihad are the big three, like how in America United, American and Delta are the big three. All these got consolidated and they became the big three. Same way in the Middle East, those are the big three airlines which are now competing with America as top three airlines. So that's where the Golden Falcon name came from, because I took a first trip in my first flight was basically an Air India 747 Akbar. I remember the name also. It was a flight coming from Sydney, Australia, going to Mumbai, which was Bombay then, 1979. That was my first trip flying, and I flew from Madras, which is Chennai now, to Bombay, Mumbai. It was a short 1.5 hours flight. It was a midnight flight. Around 1:30 in the night the flight landed in Madras, and I took the flight and I had to go, because those days there was no direct flights like how we have from Mumbai, from Chennai or Trivandrum or Hyderabad or Delhi. Nothing. Everybody has to fly. If you want to fly to the Middle East, you need to go to Mumbai. Maybe there were flights from Delhi, but Mumbai was the main hub. So you have to go to Bombay. From there you have to catch your flight. So my first flight was, flying out of the country, was a Golden Falcon, and that's why I gave the name as Golden Falcon for my virtual log or the YouTube channel. I also have another Gulf Air, which is here. And now the maroon color is actually changed to a different color, because now Gulf Air is owned solely by or operated solely by Bahrain, the state of Bahrain. Since Qatar and UAE have their own airlines, so they moved out of Gulf Air. But it used to be a nice flight, and I remember when I was probably 11 years old, I remember getting this magnetic chess from Gulf Air when I was a child, and I still have that with me as a kind of a souvenir that I have still kept it I think it was 1980 or 79. I got this chess game from Gulf Aeros. So those days, used to be that is when you travel international flights. If you have a layover of 8 hours or anything more than 4 to 5 hours, the airlines is supposed to provide you a hotel accommodation. So if I fly by Air India, I used to get a hotel accommodation in Mumbai, in the center, in Santa Cruz, or in Juhu. If I fly by Gulf Air, my hotel was somewhere in the Santa Cruz area, which Gulf Air had a tie-up with. So I used to usually go in and from Chennai or Madras, I used to go in the evening flight, and only every day morning or only certain days there will be a flight going to Doha, Qatar, Gulf Air. It will be either a Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday, 3 days in a week, and you have to get down in Bombay, and from there you have to fly to Doha. Sometimes it would be a direct flight, sometimes it would be a flight going via Dubai, Doha, or Sharjah, Doha, or Abu Dhabi, Doha. That's how it used to be. Or Muscat also is one stop. I remember having a... So I just wanted to tell you why I chose the name as Golden Falcon, because Gulf Air service used to be excellent those days when I was young. And also I am an avid travel guy. I have traveled to few countries, but I've traveled around a lot of airlines, and I have a lot of collections of planes in my home, and I have a display of all my plane collections, and whichever airlines I have flown, I usually get that airlines, and I'm going to just display this. I'll tell you. Here is my airline collections. I have flown in Northwest Airlines. This is an American Airlines. It's now consolidated with Delta. Asiana Airlines. This is when I flew to Bangkok. Malaysian Airlines I've flown a couple of times, and I have gone to Malaysia. American I've gone a couple of times. Then Singapore Airlines, I have been, I used to be in Singapore, and I've flown to Singapore many times as a tourist, so I used to fly. KLM, it's a memorable flight for me, which was my first trip to America in 1995. Of course, you have United Airlines. This is an old logo of United Airlines. And this is Continental. Now United and Continental are consolidated. And if you see the tail, that is the Continental logo is what United is using now. And then Qantas is one I've flown. Then Cathay Pacific is another one which I've flown. Other than that, I've flown in British Airways. I have flown in what is it? That's what I just wanted to give you all a hint, like how I used to fly in the Golden Falcon at Tristar, and it used to be really fun. Those days, nowadays, flying is really sometimes it's a bad experience, but I've always loved flying, and I've been in Air Canada. We are now flying next year to Doha, Qatar again. I'm going back after 33 years, and that's going to be in Royal Jordan Airlines, because Qatar Airways is very expensive now. It's like $1,500 a round trip to Doha. So that's quite expensive, but I could get a lower fare with Royal Jordan Airlines. And Sam, if you ever watch, I watch your videos, not all your videos, but I did have watched your video, many of the airlines that you have flown, and you're doing a great job. And I also see another person who's also flying, and he's also doing a great job. But I want to have a mix of all kind of videos, like not only flying, but want to have traveling videos. I want to have family videos. Earlier when we went to Hawaii and other trips, we could not take the videos. We did take the videos, but we have not uploaded it yet. But I would like to do that sometime. And so I just wanted to give you a heads up about the Golden Falcon. I told you this is Gulf Air Tristar. And after many years, I did even try flying by Gulf Air from London to India through Bahrain. That was one trip I made because I just wanted to fly by Gulf Air and see how their service was. It was excellent. I flew to London. From London, I flew to Madras through, Madras. I think it was a London-Madras direct flight, I think. Or Bahrain. London, Bahrain, India, Chennai. So that's the gist of it. I just wanted to tell you why I kept my virtual log name as Golden Falcon. I hope you all like it, and please subscribe to my channel. And I hope we can produce more videos and upload it, not only for you to have information or informative, but also I'd like to give valuable inputs during my travel and other things that I have come across in my life while traveling. So it will be helpful for you all when you travel, or if you're a first-time traveler. And I told you that my first flight was Akbar, as Air India used to have all their flights named after the kings. And so Akbar was one of the Air India 747. I think it's retired now, no more in service. Only very few are there. I still have a picture of that Akbar flight which I framed. And I also have photos of planes in my house, which one day I will take a video and put it. Thank you.